An interesting and somewhat unmentioned Democrat billionaire in the race for the presidency is Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg will not be at the Democratic debate today. He's funding his own campaign and taking his own path forward. He'd rather go on Stephen Colbert than face his rivals.
But there is one candidate that people are talking about right now who's not going to be at that debate because he's not campaigning in Iowa.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Mayor Michael Bloomberg's going to be here next Tuesday night.
But can you really blame him? Whether he meant to or not, he came out with what could be considered a campaign slogan. I'm spending all of my money to get rid of Trump. And he's funding his campaign with the amount of $100 million, if not more, by this point in time. You would think that all of that money would be able to get him some legitimate campaign volunteers and workers. But he set maybe a historic record for being one of the only people to use prisoners to make campaign phone calls on his behalf. Don't worry, he learned from that, and he set up a campaign commercial slot during the Super Bowl, which is estimated to be valued at $10 million. You probably recognize his last name because it's the title of a major news organization, Bloomberg News, which he's behind. One I should mention that he doesn't want investigating himself or his other rivals in the Democratic field.
Even your own news reporters have complained. They think it's unfair that they're not allowed to investigate other Democratic candidates because they're bosses in the race.
You just have to learn to live with some things.
Okay.
They get a paycheck, but with your paycheck comes some restrictions and responsibilities.
Sounds like he's behind some solid journalism. He's also known as being a former mayor of New York City. As a mayor of New York City, he tried to ban sodas and other sugary drinks over 16 ounces from restaurants and other eateries. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of those kinds of drinks, but aren't we allowed the freedom to make foolish choices in the United States of America? A policy that Bloomberg did implement, which was highly successful and controversial, he's now apologizing for. It's called stop-and-frisk.
In an interview on 1010 Wins, the commissioner said the controversial policing practice is needed.
It's something that we still employ. It helps us get weapons off the street. It helps keep the city safe, but it has to be used correctly, and obviously it has to be used constitutionally.
I now see that we could and should have acted sooner and acted faster to cut the stops. I wish we had. I'm sorry that we didn't. But I can't change history. However, today, I want you to know that I realized back then I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
In fact, gun safety was a big focus for Michael Bloomberg. It has been reported that he personally pledged $50 million to support Everytown for Gun Safety, an organization he helped found in 2014, which has already become a powerful voice in the debate. And guess what? That is the same group which spent around $2.5 million to influence the Virginia state elections. Yeah, that's right. We have Michael Bloomberg to thank for helping get those individuals in power who want to take away the right to bear arms in the state of Virginia. His stop-and-frisk policy does not make him a winner in the eyes of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So perhaps discussing some of his unpopular policies is one of the reasons he doesn't want to be at the debates. But one vote he does have is that of Judge Judy.
I'm Judge Judy Scheinlin, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. Mike Bloomberg will be a great president.
Does he have what it takes to win the nomination? I guess we'll find out. I'm Abagail Hamman for Rebel News. Like and subscribe to never miss a video.